Peace on earth, folks. This is your astrologer, your host, Hayes Reed, aka Gemini Moon, the Star Seed Healer. Welcome to my channel. This video is in regards to the Libra moon transit here from April 6th up to April 8th is when we will be courted. We will be having Libra play host to this full moon. And let's get into it. So this is really a time of, harvest. We just came through a Virgo moon transit. Virgo hosted the moon's transits. And now we're here in Libra, which is really pleasant vibes. Which is really open, really open. Open, Libra is a very open energy. It's air. It's detached. And with this moon, we're going to have the full moon tomorrow on the 7th. And let me check exactly what degree that we're going to have that moon. Let me check. Libra full moon 2020. So we're going to have the full moon at... No one seems to want to tell me the degree. But anyhow, we're going to have this full moon. And, I already did a card reading for the full moon specifically. Okay, so it's going to be at 18 degrees, just like I thought. It's going to be at 18 degrees. So 18, that rounds up to 9. So there definitely is this feeling of wrapping things up. And I just want to give advice on how to use this moon transit to our advantage. Libra is very pleasant energy. Libra is the energy of diplomacy, compromise. Libra is a sign of taking action and making decisions and execution, even to the effect of eliminating things. It's a sign that corresponds to the justice system, the court system, marriage, things that are very relational, one-on-one relationships, contracts. So what I'm going to say about this is that we definitely have entered into a new space. We've entered into a new, very it feels to me like a 0 point field, a very 0 point field, like everything and nothing, zero, the symbol of zero is very eternal, the eternal nothing. This is a time where we look at everything that we've gathered. We look at every option that we have, everything that's on the table. It's like, with Libra, it's about contracts, decisions. So, this could be where we see a lot of business decisions start to crack off. This is where we start to really put the foot down, put the money where our mouth is. this is where we start. This is a start. This is an ending, but this is a new start as well. This is an ending, but it's also a new start with Libra. Libra, the full moon in Libra is ready to take us somewhere, is ready to start something. This is where something gets started. And it's something is starting because something is also ending simultaneously. This is making way for the real new world, the real new beginning. This full moon is going to really, really open the door to decisions that maybe should have been made a long time ago. This is all about divine order, divine timing, though. Everything happens in its right time. Everything is always happening at the right time. So, you guys know that full moons signify a harvest. A harvest. And now, in order for you to truly reap the benefits of the harvest, it's time to eliminate and separate like the good crop from the bad crop. The thing about our relationships is that every relationship in our life is here to teach us something, is here to help us to grow. Some relationships come for a reason, and then some come for a season. Which really is a kind of a stupid way to say that. I only said it because I heard other people said it, and I thought that I can use it in this time, which is hilarious, right? But a reason and a season. Everyone is in your life for a reason. Everyone is there for a season. You know? So this is definitely a full moon that's going to help to point us in the right direction, to get us, help us to get on the good foot, help us to find what we're standing on. You know, Libra is also about principles. You know, standing on the law, what principles that guide us in this life and that we stand on and that we make our mark on, if that makes sense. So, these are the things that Libra, this is the things that Libra facilitates is, being able to make decisions that line up with your highest value, to be able to make the choices that are going to best serve you. You know, for some of you, this will be a time to cut cords, to make a deal with yourself, to turn over a new leaf, to choose differently, to choose yourself over a relationship, to end certain relationships. It's a time to make peace and to, in a way, present yourself. Because one thing you have to understand is that Libra is opposite of Aries, which Aries is the I am. Libra is more social, like we are. It emphasizes one-on-one relationships, but it also does signify how you are, in a way, judged by others, how you're seen by others. So there is a vulnerability to this moon. There is a very, very openness, you know, a willingness to be seen and to put yourself out there when it, you know, when it comes to how we socialize. So for me, I know that what this means is that I'm going to really be stepping out and putting myself out there even more as an artist, as a social commentator, as an astrologer, as a thinker, as someone who is here to really shape society. I know that for sure. So I hope that you guys, you know, can hear me clearly, as I speak. And I hope that these videos are beneficial to you. I really, really do. I hope that there's something that I say, something that I present that helps you to helps something to click in your mind, helps you to be inspired. This is also a full moon where we can find definitely new inspiration and definitely be inspired by, ourself, to really turn on that fire and turn on that passion within you. This could be that time where you really, turn on that passion within you for your dreams. And, a lot of times in our lives, we can be very, very blocked or weighed down by relationships and serving other people. Because see, the thing about Libra is Libra ultimately is about service. That's what Libra ultimately is about. Libra is about service because it's the scales, it's the balance. It's about how we can compromise, how we can be diplomatic, how we can make things pleasing, and doing that by seeing both sides of a situation. Again, Libra rules the court system, justice, judicial system, order, law, things like that. So it's about, being able to discern and judge fairly and in truth and have trust and come to a final conclusion. So this full moon definitely is a conclusive it's a conclusive thing where you can choose a different direction, where you can choose to really, really see things a different way. If you allow the universe to show you a sign, to show you who you are and what it is that you should match up to, because ultimately we are cultivating habits of success. And, with full moons, it's about illuminating and culminating and, opening up the door for change to happen. So if you invite change into your life, change is going to meet you at the door. It's like, I'm going to use that scripture in the Bible that says, I knock at the door, will you let me in? Where Jesus said, I knock at the door. I don't barge in, but I knock. I'm not going to force my way into your life and, try and take over, but I'm going to knock. I'm going to reason with you. So a lot of this full moon energy that we're going through, this full moon portal we're walking into these next couple of days from the 6th to the 8th is about I just lost my train of thought, but it is about understanding and reasoning. That's what I meant to say. Reasoning, philosophizing too on things. What's the new philosophy? What philosophy are we standing on that helps us to make balanced, more whole, more unified choices and decisions? Choosing what we want to engage in. And one thing I want to say too is that you can choose you and still be cordial, because a lot of people think that, and this is another thing that Libra corresponds with too, is politics. Like Libra in of itself is not political, but when you're talking about balance and Libra ruling over due processes, truth and justice, this helps us to weave in the connection between our beliefs and the morals that we're standing on. This is where we start to get into morality, and truth and everything that we uphold as truth. So, there's a lot, and me personally, I know that I am stepping up. I know that I am a pioneer and a warrior of the truth. I know that I am a warrior of the truth, and that I hold a certain truth that I believe is valid and is reasonable to bring to the collective, that I feel that I can socially engineer and shape minds and, reset and reform. Like, I feel like this full moon is going to be an open door to help to really reset the vibration, of humanity, and help us to lean in favor of different things, reconsider certain things. It's just life stuff, y'all. So I did pull cards for the Libra full moon specifically, but this is going to be, these cards I'm going to pull are going to be for just the transit overall, and just kind of getting the vibe of this moon. So let me go ahead and pull from my Miss Cleo's tarot power deck. I'm going to pull one card, and then I'll pull an activation card from my Power of Love deck by James Van Pra. Whew. I speak nothing but the highest good of the all, for the evolution of humanity, for all life forms in the universe. For all life forms in the universe. Another thing about this full moon is that, or this moon transit, is that, wow, so I pulled out the 7 of coins. And so, another thing that I want to say about this moon transit is that the full moon is taking place on a 7-day, on April 7th. And, Libra is the 7th sign. And so I just pulled the 7 of coins. Okay, so I'm going to pull something from the Power of Love activation cards. Okay, and then I have expression. So 7 of coins and expression. And the expression card says, you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So I definitely feel, first of all, with the 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles traditionally, but I'm using the Miss Cleo Tarot Power deck. In this deck, I know that you guys can't see it, but the imagery is very, very Egyptian. There's Egyptian images that this card uses to depict the energy. So 7 of coins. See, the other thing about Libra is that Libra does correspond with, again, the law. And so if anybody is familiar with the law of Ma'at, the laws of Ma'at, even the 7 Hermetic principles, this is something that has been building up in me to speak about for a long time. So with the 7 of coins, 7 of coins is all about, you have produced a harvest. There are things being worked on. There has been work that is put in. There's been things that have sprouted. And it also signifies just the patience while things are manifesting, the patience while you're taking inventory of everything that you've manifested and harvested. So with 7 of Pentacles, there is this feeling of, of course, needing to be patient, but also figure out how you can utilize the abundance you have to create more. In the image, the figure is holding pentacles on his arm, 3 pentacles on the right side and 4 to the left, creating 7. It's like, in this one, it's like it's kind of weighing down. And it's like there's this sense of weight, this sense of density, where you have manifested a certain amount of material abundance. It's there, but you're asking how can you make more, or what can you do to really reap the benefit of this abundance. And so what I feel like for many people is that this could mean that you need to this weekend, or this weekend, because I don't know why I feel like this is a weekend, but from the 6th to the 8th, from today up to the 8th, up to when the moon goes into Scorpio, there is this feeling of needing to reposition yourself, needing to shift the weight of something, needing to shift. This could be money. This could be your relationship. This could be that you're carrying too many things on you. This could mean that you're playing it safe. You're not investing your money. You're not putting your money into the proper place where it can invest and grow. But it does mean that there is a harvest. When you talk about the 7 of Pentacles, this is good because there is a harvest that has been manifested, or that is manifesting, and now you just need to figure out how to optimize, or what needs to be cut away, or what needs to be eliminated now, so that the real shit can grow. Does that make sense, guys? You're needing to come at things, reconsider how you're utilizing your wealth, or even reconsidering what is the true wealth in your life. What can you really truly use to your advantage? Maybe it's time to start sharing your wealth, sharing it amongst other people. And so, from the Power of Love activation cards, I have a going expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So they're definitely now, what I feel with these cards is there needs to be now a road taken that is more bold and that is more deliberate with what it is you're manifesting. So how I'm speaking on how I'm going to be stepping out and really being more bold about who I am, about the fact that I'm a tarot reader, about the fact that, I practice astrology, that these are the things that I feel holds weight in my life. It's time for me to really take this show on the road. And so this is what I'm feeling, expression. You're ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into actual acts of love. Libra promotes action, execution, executive decisions. So yes. And then the fact that we got the 7 of coins, this is very divine. And this is very much about divine expression. This is about divine expression. So I'm actually going to go ahead and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, which signifies Libra energy, and the Page of Swords. Wow. So, okay. The Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So, I feel that these cards here are signifying weights being lifted off of you. A certain mental programming or mental cycle has been done away with. With the Page of Swords, is all about new information, new stimulation, new movement, new activation. The Queen of Swords is very, very stable in her thoughts, very, very mentally stable. So there is this sense of, I'm hearing it as the divine right, even something to do with inheritance, just feeling this flight mode. Page of Swords is very, very it's Gemini energy, very, very Gemini energy, going on a new search. This could signify research. Queen of Swords shows a much more mature volume of intellect and law, in this sharper mind, sharper focus. So there is something here about a much more stronger, much more confident, much more brave, again, mentally sharp, intellectual energy that's coming in, that's going to help to this could be about, problem solving, having the answers you need, being led by your intuition, and being able to cut through any debris or extra density that wouldn't serve you. But it shows, what I get from this is that your highest good is being manifested. This is what I feel the need to say, with the Page of Swords. This is very youthful, curious, very, very adaptable energy, so with information, communication, asking questions, um, you know, uh, learning, there's a sense of learning, and then there's a sense of having the answer, having the right answers, having the truth, because Queen of Swords is really, really all about truth. She's very, very professional, so there is something here about hitting a peak in your intellect. And then and then just going from there, being at your highest, most optimal speed and vitality and knowing of intellect. So yeah, these next few days is going to be about divine expression. This moon in Libra is signifying divine expression. So thank you all for tuning into this. I hope that this really, really, really helped. I try not to keep it too long. I was going to try to just get it to no more than 20 minutes, but I was just going with the flow. And yeah, this is going to be a good moon. I'm really excited about this. This is my 7th house in my chart, but the 11th house to my sun. So I'm expecting to, I guess, for lack of better word, be more social, really, really tuning into the most optimal speed of life, like being at a very high vibration,